Hello everyone, welcome in. This is Lunar Goddess Tarot. I'm Sarah and I'll be your intuitive guide today. So today we're looking into the energies of ascension, the ascension journey, and the divine feminine's journey. And for those of you asking, I do have a Patreon and I have posted 2 posts back to back. I've posted, it's a post about the divine feminine's journey specifically and what's going on and why you're feeling this kind of head full of doubt, to quote the Abbott brothers, why you're feeling that way right now and what this all means. Like, what is this all about? What is this all for? Why are we on this godforsaken journey? And then I've also posted about the magical months and the true meaning of abundance. So those are both really good posts for you guys to take a look at. Now, we have had a ton of people come through in the last 24 hours expressing interest in the program. It's a very interesting energy, and it's sort of like there's been a lot of doubt, but now the door is opening and people are starting to be able to see clearly, think clearly. So a lot of you have expressed interest in the program. The first call is this Saturday, April 23rd, so you haven't missed the opportunity. And even if you missed the first call, it's an introductory call, so you won't really miss too much. We're going to be introducing ourselves and allowing you guys to introduce yourselves to the group, but there's so much more to the program. So if you're interested in this program, what is this group program, Sarah? Maybe you're a first-time viewer. Go to my website, check out the website. The information is going to be listed below, including the website domain. The website link is going to be listed below in the description box. Now it will say unavailable. We do have spots available. The website is going through some maintenance right now, so what you'll need to do is look at the email below in the description box, send an email out to me, and just write in the subject line group. And we also offer payment plans, so if you need a payment plan, we can offer that to you as well. So we really want to assist you. This is a volatile time right now for anyone on an ascension path, and it may feel very much like you're on this trajectory and you're just being led and you're out of control and you don't know where you're going. So this 4 months together, it's April through August, these 4 months we're going to spend together in this group is designed to help you step into your power, claim or reclaim your abundance, and really find your balance in your center, coming into that inner union, which is the most important thing on this journey. And anywhere that you feel sort of you've been misguided on the journey or you feel imbalanced, excuse me, we want to help you get to that place where you feel calmer on the journey, where you feel more in control of the direction that you're going. So we're looking forward to working with all of you in that group. Sorry, I've been talking a lot this week. We're looking forward to working with you. We're looking forward to meeting you. And if you guys are interested in signing up, just reach out to me and we'll get you signed up and we'll get you on that first call. All the calls are recorded as well, so if you miss one, not to worry. All right, so we're going to go just diving right in here to the reading. I was called to some interesting decks. I was not called to a message deck. I haven't been called to that for, I don't know, maybe about a week or so, but I was called to use the integration deck here by the lovely Diane Garris. You can find her on Etsy. She sells amazing, beautiful cards. And I was also called to use a tarot deck today. So I've been using a lot of oracle cards, but sometimes I'm called to use a tarot deck just to clarify what's going on. And today was one of those days. So we're going to take a look here at the energies that are currently circulating around and why there's this volatility. Some of you, depending on where you are in the world, might even be seeing or feeling this with the wind, the shifting of the wind. And what you're also probably experiencing, in addition to the weather, is kind of this in and out behavior of new people, right? There are new people coming in, but it's sort of like an in and out behavior. Kind of non-committal is what's coming through. Like people are attracted to the feminine's energy right now, but then, and a lot of these are going to be younger people, by the way, and then it's kind of going to be in and out, like a flitting in and out behavior, and they're going to come back. It's just, there's a lot of, again, volatility for everybody, and you give off such a strong energy that you might hear the words like, you intimidate me, or I got nervous, or, you know, just being in your presence, you can just tell that you have an effect. Even just speaking, even your voice is so powerful at this point feminine, that it has an effect on the masculine energy. So if they're unhealed, or if they're in the beginning stages of healing, or even partially healed, you're going to trigger them just by who you are, just by being you. So just keep that in mind, because I don't want you guys to take anything personally as these people come in and out, okay? Hold your ground, stay steady, have your boundaries. Because people are also testing boundaries right now. So you might notice that, like if you're out there in the dating game, people will test your boundaries. And you just have to hold your boundaries, feminine. Don't go along with something just for the sake of entertainment purposes, or just because you're lonely, or just because you want, company. Just make sure that you're really honoring yourself and respecting yourself right now. Let's get an overall energy here. An overall energy for the collective. Let's see what this is. Four of Swords, the call to rest, the call to retreat. Doing is, almost too much at this point. So less is more is a message that's being received really clearly. So doing less. You might feel a little bit like, Sarah, I should be doing something. That masculine energy might kick in and might convince you that you should be doing something, or you should be contributing in some way, but your contribution is through your rest. Your contribution right now is through you just being you. And again, it's like your voice is magnetic to people. Your presence is magnetic, but it can scare people. It can scare an unhealed masculine. It can even scare an unhealed feminine. So keep that in mind. But when you're being called to do this, especially this weekend, guys, we're preparing for a solar eclipse in the sign of Taurus, the opposing sign to Scorpio. So we're in this Taurus-Scorpio axis of eclipses. It's going to happen on April 30th. So we're in prep mode now. We're preparing for it. We're feeling it. We are definitely feeling the winds of change. It's going to bring a lot of shifts and changes. And this has to do with karmic energies or karma. So it's going to shift things in the karmic department. So this is why these new people and new experiences are coming in, right? They're coming in to provide us with a new sense of identity, really, if you will. And, if you've done the work and you've really cleared the karma, you're going to be seeing a clearing. There's going to be a clearing in the meadow, like a clearing in the field, and it's going to be opportunities. And this is what we mean by abundance. A lot of people are like, what do you mean, Sarah? My counterpart, we're still in separation, or he's still, silent or ignoring me or blocking me. That's not the only means to abundance, guys. And in fact, that should be, again, the icing on the cake. The abundance comes in many, many forms. Peace of mind, vibrant health, radiant health. It comes in the form of friends. It comes in the form of, yes, financial gains. It comes in the form of, being able to retreat, being able to rest, having that as, even just having that as a possibility comes in the form of self-love. So I want you guys to consider this abundance coming in different forms than what you might have wanted or what you might be used to. So let's get a card for the feminine here. Yeah, okay, I have to take this. This card came out. I wasn't going to take it, but Spirit's like, you have to take this. So we've got the World card, okay? We've got the completion. Interesting that this is coming up, and probably why some of you are feeling so exhausted as you've expressed to us this week. So yeah, you're feeling exhausted. You're feeling the end of a karmic cycle, completion of a karmic cycle. And to that end, you're in this Eight of Cups energy of walking away and, feeling sad about having to walk away. Sometimes this can be the ego dying and being sad that you have to actually make changes, or, just kind of like take a new path or a different path. And it's like the ego will fight, and the ego wants to remain important. It wants to remain, what's the word? The ego wants to remain relevant. That's the word. And so, when you have to walk away from people, places, experiences, things, etc., even your own mindset, the ego can step in and be like, no, I want to cling, I want to hold on. But this is a person freely walking away from something. And because it's a cups energy, we know that the person is in their emotions a lot about this situation. But you are healing old wounds and old stories. And we see that, we know that because we've got the World that came out with the Eight of Cups. This is kind of more of a hidden energy because it didn't come right out. It was sort of flipped over in the deck. which has been happening a lot lately. So the Eight of Cups is sort of this energy that is not on the surface. It's more like buried underneath the surface. And it's this idea that yes, you might be disappointed, but that there's a better path ahead. And you know that. There's a part of you that knows that. There's a part of you that is like, I really am excited to walk forward and to move away. And then there's a part of you that's like, this is really scary. And I don't know if I can do this. I don't know if I want to do this and leave this all behind, because you're leaving those pieces of yourself, right? Or it feels like you're leaving pieces of yourself, remnants of your former self. But in reality, you're only shedding what you're not. You're not actually giving away that which you are. So understand, feminine, that as you do this, as you shed weight, you're creating space for the new to come in. So part of the role of these soulmates coming in right now is they're going to come in like out of the blue, and you're going to get hit with like 3 in one day, feminine. And what's going to happen is, again, there's going to be an in and out behavior, kind of like it's going to feel a little unreliable on their end. And you're probably going to get, upset or pissed or just frustrated because you're like, I've done all this work. Why am I attracting this kind of energy? But it's not you, it's them. It's your energy that's triggering this person. I just saw 11:11 on the clock, on the timer. So you're triggering this person, and it's part of their awakening. It's part of their growth. And they, have to kind of come to terms with the incredible energy and power and strength and reserve that you have, because they know that if they get involved with you, they're probably going to fall in love with you. That's the truth. They understand this, and they may not be willing to admit it willingly to themselves or to you, but there is this kind of undercurrent of this is going to be important and serious. So if they feel like they're not ready for something serious, they may pull back a little bit, and your job is to just surrender and allow and continue moving forward. They're going to come back around. I do feel that. And this isn't the twin, by the way, guys. These are soulmates coming in. Also, people have been asking if Holly and I are twin flames, and we were just giggling about that last night. We are not twin flames. We are both heterosexual females. And my twin is actually a 6'2" African-American man. So Holly is not my twin. She is a good friend, and she is my business partner. And so we definitely have a contract and a mission together. But that being said, this is an inclusive channel, and we, if you're a male who considers yourself a divine feminine, if you're a female who considers yourself a divine masculine, if you're in a same-sex connection, we welcome all of that on this channel. We welcome all of you, and we don't discriminate. This is a journey of inclusivity. It's a journey of healing. It's a journey of connection, and so we want everyone to feel comfortable. We want everyone to feel, like they can be themselves and they can be at home on the channel. So just wanted to address that, because we thought it was kind of cute that, that's the vibe that's being given off. And I guess if you don't know me, and if you don't, maybe haven't been following the channel for too long, you might assume that. And, but yeah, we're friends, guys. We're friends, and we are business partners and soul sisters. So hopefully you guys, we're all going to be in the same city, actually. Holly and myself and our 2 good friends. There's 4 of us in our circle. So they're going to be here where I live. They're going to be here for a concert, actually, in June. So I'm very excited and hoping that we can get all of us on a video. And I can introduce everyone to you guys. They're all incredible. So feminine, continue checking into your intuition. You're going to have a lot of choices here. Yeah, you're going to have choices. Like I said, different soulmates coming in, different people. Some of them are going to be kind of nasty. Some of them are going to be like, it's going to be like such a in-your-face test. Like you're like, oh, please, of course I'm going to pass that test. Like they just might, I don't know, they may try to send a dick pic or something. Okay, sorry to say that, but there's some energies out there right now that they're just gonna try to get away with whatever they can, and it's a test, but it's like such an easy test to pass, feminine, that you're gonna be like, are you kidding me? That's what's coming in right now. So you have choices to make. Use that beautiful intuition of yours, that high priestess energy that's contained within that sacral chakra of creativity, intuition, and fertility, the womb chakra, from whence you came. And then you're working on the path to wholeness right now. So you're in the process of, feeling connected. If you've been disconnected, which many of you have been because you've told us personally in sessions or through emails, you felt disconnected recently, this is going to help you feel connected again. So expect this eclipse to bring a lot of shifts and a lot of changes. Expect this weekend to bring in a lot of kind of chaotic energy, back and forth and back and forth and back and forth, where you might feel like you're being tugged, like in a tug of war, an energetic tug of war. Expect that, but this is bringing you back to the path, you know, of wholeness and that inner union within that we're all striving for on this journey. Make your decisions carefully, make your decisions with discernment as always, because again, there's going to be people creeping in on the side and they're trying to, you know, mess with your boundaries. And it's the universe just saying, make sure that your boundaries are concrete, because you can't let your counterpart back in unless your boundaries are concrete, right? We know this. We know this. It's just a beautiful reminder to really respect your intuition, respect what it is that you're feeling. If something feels off, it probably is, you know, don't doubt yourself. Part of this journey and part of, you know, what we work with within these groups with you guys is helping you to strengthen your intuition muscle, but helping you also to step into that place of total self-acceptance and self-love where nothing can rattle you. Nothing anybody else does can rattle you. You can still get frustrated. You might still get, you know, angry, but you're going to be able to let it go much quicker. You're going to respond more and react less. You're not going to let someone else's unhealed behaviors or actions or thoughts or words affect you. So let's go ahead and pull a card from the Angels and Ancestors deck, which I was called to work with today. And we're going to ask for an energy, oh, there we go, for the Divine Feminine, the drum. So there's some energy here, like sound is going to be a healing component here, especially moving through this weekend and up until the 30th, that solar eclipse. We're going to be in this energy of shifting the vibration of the planet is what they just told me. So shifting the vibration of the planet, connecting to music in a special way. So it's interesting because when you look at this from a shaman's perspective, like a true Native American or Aboriginal, you know, shaman's perspective, the drum is, you know, if you've ever heard a drum, if you've ever heard an instrument, musical instrument, you've heard it played in a specific way, it brings you into this mystical state. It brings you kind of to your higher self and kind of like a trance state. And this is where healing can occur and where you can go into that deeper trance and meditation mental state. There's also a connection to the animal kingdom that shamans will often talk about when they're in that ecstatic state of drumming. And if you've ever been to a drum circle or participated or just banged on a drum here and there, you know, throughout your life, you probably can feel the vibration through the palms of your hands or through the drumsticks. And you can feel the power that this carries as well. This is about you creating a path for yourself, Divine Feminine, and stepping out of any perceived role that you should be in, including what that means to be a twin flame. You know, we've heard a lot in the past week or two of, do I have to be with this person? Do I have to choose my twin? Do I have to? No, you don't have to choose anybody. You just have to choose yourself, and everything else falls into place. And then that perfect mirror of that true healed divine self gets to step in. And if at this point in time it's not your counterpart, that healed mirror will step in as a soulmate or as a kindred, okay, as a teacher, as a friend, as a guide. They'll step in to be that person for you if the counterpart is in fact not ready to do the work or to walk alongside you. Maybe they're doing the work, but they're doing it solo, they're doing it in silence, and they're not ready to do it alongside you because it's just not what you contracted at this time. So find your own rhythm and beat, Divine Feminine, because it's like the time is now is what I'm hearing. It's time to shift. It's time to move things forward. There is no more time for waiting. There is no more time for, it's kind of like they're telling me that time is up or patience is wearing thin. So the universe is like, it's time to act. You know, I've been saying for a while, like we've been in this Four of Swords energy, Hermit energy, Hanged Man energy. It's time now to spread those wings and shift away from what doesn't vibrate at the level we're vibrating at, to really turn the page and turn the corner, leaving things behind, leaving people behind, leaving parts of us, or who we thought we were, rather, behind. It's a challenging time because it means endings are happening. And we dread endings because the ego fights for its ability to stay relevant and to be acknowledged and to be seen and accepted and heard. But the ego isn't who we truly are. Our thoughts are not who we truly are. That's why, I've been telling people, reaching out about the program or about other things. Reach into your heart, not your mind. Because your mind will give you a million reasons to do something, to not do something. It's the heart that connects into your truth, where you can quiet the mind a little bit, even if it's just for a millisecond, and get to the truth and the root of what you're being guided to. Only you know that, truly. Let's see a future energy here. The witness. So the witness, that's stepping out of the ego. When you're the witness, you've stepped out of the ego and you are now in an energy of complete surrender, and also you're unattached. So non-attachment to the 3D, non-attachment to this material world, this physical plane. It's observing without acting. It's interesting. I know I just said it's time to take action. The universe comes in and goes, smacks me down. I was like, wait a second. It's time to take action, meaning it's time to allow that page to turn. But maybe it doesn't mean physical action. Maybe it's action in terms of dropping the ego or dropping the shield that you have around you, the protection system that you have around your heart, because of what you've been through. So you want to witness things from that higher perspective, that higher vantage point, like the eagle does. And we want to just bear witness to other people's suffering and pain at this time. So it's not the time to give advice if someone comes to you. It's the time to sit still and just bear witness to their pain and their suffering, their longing, their fears, their anger, and just sit with them and be the medicine. Again, remember what I said at the beginning of the reading, feminine. You're the medicine just by being yourself right now. So be the medicine just by being calm and staying still and not feeling like you have to do anything or fix anything. But through your presence, you're going to assist others on their path right now. They're going to be receiving the answers they need, receiving the clarity and the guidance they need, simply by being in your presence. You're very powerful right now. I can't stress that enough. So resist the urge to change anything right now, Divine Feminine. Don't go back into those old controlling patterns. I'm speaking especially to my Virgos out there. Out of like 12 North Node readings that I've done in the past 2 weeks, I think 10 or 11 were Virgo and Pisces. It was crazy. And I'm Virgo and Pisces. So that Virgo energy, guys, is kind of just, it's just out right now. It's just present. It's kind of effervescent in all of us that need to control, that need to micromanage, that need to go into analysis paralysis. So be mindful of that and connect to the joy of not having to perform, not having to make a decision, not having to take an action. So hold space for things to happen on their own time. And this is wisdom far beyond the twin flame journey. This is wisdom just for the journey in general, just for being human. So guys, I hope this has given you some clarity and some, ability to just take in where we are right now without fighting it and try to accept it. It is what it is. And we're moving through it together. We're not going to move through it any faster by resisting it. So I'm sending you guys so much love and support and light. So excited to work with you guys in the program. So very excited to work with you. And again, for those of you just joining, if you go to the website, it's going to tell you that the spots are unavailable for the program. There are spots available. So you just need to use the email that I'm going to list below and reach out to us, and we will get back to you. The first call is tomorrow at 1 p.m. Eastern time, but it's an introduction call. So if you happen to miss that, you catch this on like after that time or Sunday and you still want to join, reach out to us, because If this is a call from your soul, we want to make sure that you're included. Take really good care, guys. We'll see you guys in the group tomorrow, and we'll talk to everyone else and see you guys soon.